Hello, my children. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Roy Digital Children Teaching Center. Today we are going to learn about our next chapter, that is fraction. Okay, let's start. What is fraction? When we took or give a part from a whole, then the part is called a fraction of the whole. Suppose here is a cake, a whole cake. Now I am going to cut it into equal 5 parts. Okay, there is 5 parts. From these 5 parts, we give 3 parts to Raj and 2 parts to Sham. Now we are replacing this situation into fraction. And how could I represent this situation into fraction? Raj gets 3 pieces out of 5, means 3 by 5. 3 by 5 means 3 out of 5. Okay, here we write the whole number in the denominator and how many parts we give Raj we write in the numerator section. Okay, under the by line always we have to write the total number and above the line we have to write the parts. Okay, how many parts we give or how many parts we take. Sham gets 2 pieces out of 5, that means 2 by 5. Now we see which part is called numerator and which part is called denominator. And the line is called by. And which number is above the by, they are called numerator. And which number under the by, they are called denominator. Okay, therefore we write that fraction is equal to numerator by denominator. Now we are going to see the types of fraction. There are mainly 3 types of fraction. They are proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. What is proper fraction? If the numerator is less than its denominator, then the fraction is called a proper fraction. Let's see the example. 1 by 4. 1 by 4, here 1 numerator and 4 is denominator and 1 is less than 4. Okay, that is why the fraction is called a proper fraction. When we have to present a fraction into proper fraction, then we have to write the smaller number in the numerator part and the greater number in the denominator part. We have to notice one thing, that the proper fraction is always less than 1. Like 1 by 4, 5 by 7, 4 by 9, they are less than 1. Okay. Next, we see the definition of improper fraction. What is improper? Improper means that is not proper. If the numerator is greater than the denominator, then the fraction is called improper fraction. Okay, let's see the example. 5 by 3. Here 5 is numerator and 3 is denominator, and the 5 is greater than the 3. That is why the fraction is called a improper fraction, because the numerator is greater than the denominator. Next, we have to note one thing about improper fraction, that is the improper fraction is greater than 1. The improper fraction is greater than 1. Next we see the mixed fraction. What is mixed fraction? The combination of whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed fraction. Okay, let's see the example. We took 2 whole 4 by 5. Here 2 is a whole number and 4 by 5 is a proper fraction, and the combination of them is called mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is made by with the combination of whole number and a proper fraction. Okay. Next, we see the other fractions. Beside this, there are also equivalent fraction, complex fraction, compound fraction, reciprocal fraction, and we see all the definition one by one. Okay, let's see what is equivalent fraction. Fractions which represent similar ratio are called equivalent fraction. Fraction, they represent similar ratio, means we took 1 by 3. If we have to find out the equivalent fraction of 1 by 3, then what we have to do? We have to do one thing, that is, we have to multiply numerator and denominator with the same number. Here I multiply them with 2 and the product is 2 by 6. Okay, we got here 2 by 6 and we can say that 2 by 6 is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 3. How could I say that? Let's see this. Here I write 2 by 6. If I turn this fraction into reduced form, then we have to cut the numerator and denominator with the same number, and here I cut them with 2. If we cut 2 by 2, then we got the quotient, that is 1, and if we cut 6 by 2, then we got the quotient is 3, and the answer is 1 by 3, and it is the given fraction here is mentioned. That is why we said that the fraction which represent similar ratio are called equivalent fraction. Next, we see the complex fraction. What is complex fraction? A fraction where either numerator or denominator or both, means numerator and denominator are fraction, is called a complex fraction. Really, it is very complex. So, listen carefully. Here is the main byline. Suppose the numerator is 2 by 3 and the denominator is 5. It is a complex fraction. Beside that, suppose 5 by 7 by 9. It is also a complex fraction. Next, suppose 5 by 7 by 7 by 9. It is also a complex fraction. Okay, now we can understand the complex fraction. It means the numerator or the denominator or the both are fraction. That is why they are called complex fraction. It is quite complex. Okay. Now we see the compound fraction. What is compound fraction? Fraction of a fraction is known as compound fraction. Of means multiplication. Here we see the example 2 by 5 of 3 by 7. How could we represent this fraction? 2 by 5 into 3 by 7, and we represent this fraction like this. Next we see the reciprocal fraction. When we interchange the numerator and the denominator of a fraction and the resultant is called the reciprocal fraction of that fraction. Means here we take 5 by 6, and if we write 6 by 5, then it is called a reciprocal fraction of the given fraction. Okay. I think now it is clear to all of you that the types of fraction, the main three parts or three types of fraction is proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. Beside that, we also got other fraction. They are equivalent fraction, complex fraction, compound fraction and reciprocal fraction. In this part of this fraction chapter, we learned about the definition of fraction. Now I think it is clear to all of you what is fraction. Okay, here I complete this part. If there is any queries, let me know in comment section and I will try to solve your problem. Okay, let's see our next part of this fraction chapter.